camouflaging itself with shipping labels. What's inside the new Zbox mystery box made for geeks? Sure, you could pretend to be a regular shipping box Zbox, but we know it's you. It's written right across the front here. Zbox, the mystery box made for geeks, every single month delivers a selection of collectibles, figures, books, even t-shirts. If you guys are interested in subscribing to the Zbox, I'll put the link down below and you can subscribe today. But before you do that, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, Jack. Of course, we're going to have a look at this one so that in case you are on the fence, sitting just idly by, just hanging on top of a fence, that's kind of creepy and kind of vampire-like. If you are sitting and wondering, maybe I don't know if this box is made for me. Well, let me just say, based on this review, we're going to open this up. We're going to have a look at the contents, and then maybe, if you are on the fence, this video here will win you over, and you can subscribe to the Zbox. We're going to go ahead and get this opened up. I have my brand new trusty knife here. And we're going to go ahead and cut the seal on the front. Now, if you don't feel confident enough cutting a seal on your own, sometimes I don't feel confident enough cutting a seal on my own, you can bring in a grown-up. I've done that in the past. Bring in a grown-up and get them to open it up for me. Why not? Why not? The first thing what we have inside, I see a whole bunch of Dorkz in here too. I see a t-shirt, so happens to also be, let's just check the size, check the size, check the size. I think the size is right. We've got ourselves G.I. Joe, specifically Snake Eyes. Now, I don't know if they just happen to know that I'm a big G.I. Joe fan, having grown up watching the classic 80s series and the subsequently bad Deke version of G.I. Joe that followed after the fact of Sunbow's wrap-up of the series. The only thing that really is promising about the Deke version that came out after the fact was the fact that you got to see new toys and you got to see Armored Cobra Commander and Dragonfire. Talking a little bit too much about G.I. Joe. Anyways, we've got the real American hero, G.I. Joe, codenamed Snake Eyes. Rank grade is Sergeant First Class. Service member is classified. And date of birth is also classified. You're not going to know too much about Mr. Snake Eyes. A nice green shirt, very military green. Perfect for being a Joe. Yo, Joe. We've got some Dorkz. I'm kind of hesitating because I really want to look at that. But I think if I pull that out, everything is just going to fall over. So I'm going to pull these out one at a time. And we've got the Dorkz Walgreen exclusive. This is the Marvel Ant-Man vinyl collectible. It just so happens also to be number 359. And there's some of the other Dorkz located on the side. 6 on one side, and there's Ant-Man on the other. Still kind of lukewarm when it comes to Dorkz. Although, to be fair, I did get a recent NES Jason Dorkz, and it so happens to be sitting on my shelf as we speak. Hypocrite, some would say. Maybe some would say that. The other one that we got inside is an Iron Patriot Walgreen exclusive, which we may or may not have gotten before. This one does look a bit familiar to me. It's similar coloring to the Iron Man, although a much different head portrait. I don't know if there was an original not Iron Patriot, but a War Machine that simply this is just a repaint of. It's Iron Patriot, and it's also a Walgreen exclusive. So if you're collecting Dorkz, it might be right up your alley. I mean, that one's not bad, really, when you look at it. It's got some nice coloring and stuff to it. Also inside, I guess we can now dabble into the one here. This one really caught my attention. And we've got the Marvel Studios. This is the Gold Hulk. Wow, he is glistening. He looks like a candy wrapper. Like one of those gold, I don't know if Werther's, I'm trying to remember if Werther's actually have shiny foil wrappers. I almost feel like they're as dull as the candies themselves. Werther's right now is like, no, we're not even sponsoring this guy anymore. I just blew my chances with Werther's. I have to write back to them and just apologize. Dull candies aside, Werther's are rather delicious. They're comforting and soothing, and they always remind me of my grandma's house. Werther's Originals, I think, remind a lot of people of their grandmother's house. If they remind them of my grandmother's house, I would want to be questioning with my grandmother who else she's been inviting over. Maybe I wasn't the only grandchild or grandchildren. She just called everybody grandchild. Come on over and have some Werthers. We've got a gold Hulk happening here. This happens to be number 379. Looking quite shiny, I have to admit. And it looks like all the ones on the back. So no exclusivity for poor Hulk. Here I was thinking he was extra special, and it so happens to be that another 10 of them, or I guess including Hulk, there would be another 9 of them, that are all special. Special in their own way. All special, decked out in this metallic, shiny, chromy gold. Glorious. Iron Man, there's Loki, Captain America, Groot, Hulk, Black Widow, Thor, Gamora, Black Panther, Ant-Man. I don't know why I had to put so much exclamation on Ant-Man's name, but that's pretty cool. I like that. I think that most definitely would have worked very well for Iron Man to be done in gold like that. That is really, really cool looking. And what else do we have in here? We've got Megaman. We've done these before. These are from the folks over at Funko. No, that's not true. That's not true. No, that's not true. That is from Kid Robot. Kid Robot had done these. There's the figures on the side. I see with my peepers, I see a total of 7, although you probably can't see it. There's a question mark right there. And then on the other side, I see a sticker over top of it. But then there's another, well, there's another 7 there on the other side. So there's like 14. Let's open this up. I would love to get a Dr. Wily. I know I've already had a look at these in the past. Yeah, Dr. Wily would be awfully schwanky. Go ahead and cut the seal. Gingerly, of course. Be careful and bring in an adult if you want. Nana could cut that open for you. Nana is very trusty with a knife. She has a knife collection all adorned on the wall. It makes me feel kind of creeped out a little bit every time I walk into the room. I just want my sandwich sliced, and instead of just pulling out the drawer and grabbing a average sized knife, she just immediately like looks up to her wall and wants to pull down a machete or a long katana. I'm like, Grandma, I just really need my sandwich sliced. We don't need to get to the excessive levels to be pulling out such sharp weaponry like that. Inside, we ended up getting ourselves Orange Megaman. Trying to remember who Orange Megaman is. That's not actually the weapon he possesses. He just fires off the color orange. Or he fires it off, and the only way you can beat it is you have to come up with a word that rhymes with orange. Mega Man wins every single time. That's a nice metallic sheen done to Mega Man. He's, of course, got his Mega Buster cannon, complete with his meter charged on the side. He does have posability, of course, to him. His head rotates back and forth, and his arms also rotate back and forth. Sporting a rather nice, shiny pair of orange underoos. You're not the only one. I do too. I'm wearing them actually right now. It's funny, a coincidence how universe works like that. We just happen to meet somebody like myself who's wearing orange underoos. Must be what it feels like when doves cry. The last thing we got inside for the new Zbox so happens to be Deadpool. So happens also to be the X-Force Gray costumed Deadpool. And this one is the Pocket Pop keychain from Marvel. And this one specifically is Funko. I was right this time. It's not Kid Robot, it's Funko. Neat looking little keychain. I suspect Viewer Bill would be all aboard for something like this because Viewer Bill is a big fan of Deadpool. Maybe you might surprise him and put that in his little trinket box, which I so happen still to be building as we speak. If you guys are interested in subscribing to the Zbox, certainly click the link down below. And also, while you're down below, let me know what the best item was in this month's box. I'm kind of doing a quick glance across, surveying the whole terrain here. I really do like that t-shirt. Being a big Joe guy myself, G.I. Joe really was where it was at. I kept feeling like I wanted to jump on board Transformers as a kid. And I've collected some when I was growing up, but I never really got into Transformers as much as I was a G.I. Joe guy. Loved those vehicles. So I think my heart, boom, 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 is beating for that Snake Eyes t-shirt. Followed closely by, I think, the Werther's Hulk. Looking delicious and full of caramel. Let me know down below, guys, what the best item you think was in this month's box. And again, if you guys are interested in subscribing to the Zbox, you can click the link down below. Hey, wait a minute. Something else is down below. If you move your peepers down, you'll also notice there's a subscribe button. If it doesn't already say subscribed, I don't know if you know this, but it would actually mean that you're not subscribed to this channel. Should have had a V8. Hit that subscribe button, and certainly while you're at it, swing on over and turn on the bell notification, because apparently that's something that you have to do nowadays. It's not enough that you simply just subscribe to this channel. You also have to hit the bell notification as well, so that future videos, you'll always be in the know. Be in the know, because as I said, there's going to be a whole lot of future videos coming onto this channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.